What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my days, the thing is off. I got a little bit too excited with that goal. Finally, my game is showing. I was having a little difficulty with my game showing on the computer. Sorry for that BRB screen. These 3 o'clock kickoffs are always a little bit interesting in terms of actually my computer deciding to function properly. But we are here. Leeds United 1-0 to the good. Let me just put that 1 to the sky. Throw your ones to the sky. Joe Depp, Andy Rowe. JT got to start ban-handling to his loyal subscribers. K, what's going on? Joe Depp, Andy Rowe, put another nickel in. How are you guys doing, my man? That's right, another nickel on the lecky, and we're good to go. Although, hang on a second. The second the stream is up and I'm here, Oxford are actually going to score, aren't they? They're actually 1-on-1. They're going to finish this, aren't they? It's 1-on-1. Oh, and he's absolutely blazed it into row Z. Anyway, JT, regardless of JT's absence, good afternoon, JT and faithful JT. It's been a while. So massive hello and Merry Christmas and New Year's to all indeed. Merry Christmas to all of you fine people out there. And Happy New Year's to all of you, of course. Hope you're all having an amazing day. Omar edits, Paul Jones. Otter edits, sorry, not Omar edits. Otter edits, Georgian Arthur, Maximilian, Madina. How are you guys all doing today? K Merry, it is a Merry Christmas indeed. Merry Christmas indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Feed the needy. Do not be greedy. Merry Christmas, my man. This is probably going to be the last time we see each other until... speak to each other. Well, it might probably will be the last time we speak to each other until Christmas. But if it is, of course, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all of you guys out there. I hope you're having an amazing time and preparing to have an even more amazing time with all of your loved ones, of course. Just like Fark, JT makes late appearances. Set your what? That's right, 70th minute. You substitute JT in. That's the name of the game, mate. We're on the 70th minute grind. We're on the 70th minute grind. Which player scored Numbnuttle? No one scored, mate. Daniel Fark subbed himself on and scored. That's what happened, mate. Who do you think scored, mate? Who do you think? It's in the name. It's in the name. That's all I'm going to say, mate. It's in the name. The name of the game. How do you watch the game? Depending on where you live, would change that. You know, you've obviously got LUTV, depending on where you live. Maybe some of you are in the States, in which, you know, it's on terrestrial television or cable television, whatever the fuck they call it over there. Depends on where you are. Or you can do what I'm doing and get Bielsa's binoculars out and watch it that way. That's the way I always like to do. Bielsa's binoculars, stand in the stands and send the stream straight through via that way. You live in the UK? Well, then my answer to that would be fly to a different country via certain computer technologies. That's all I would say, mate. Fly to a different country. That's the best way to do it. That is the most effective way I know of doing it. Bro, it's not a freaking rhetorical... Well, it is a rhetorical question. I'm telling you, it's in the name. Have a guess, mate. It's in the name. It's in the name of the game. Who you talking to right now? Who you sending a message to? It's in the name, all right? If you can figure that out, then we'll talk bacon, mate. It's in the name. Who you talking to? Who are you messaging right now in the chat? What is that fine gentleman called? Melier. No. My name ain't Melier, mate. My name is not Melier. My name is not Melier. My name is not Melier, my man. Not gonna lie, JT, Christmas is built up so much that when it comes, it's anticlimactic. Depends, mate. Christmas changes as you get older, doesn't it, mate? It changes as you get older. When you're younger, it's about the gifts, it's about all of that kind of thing, excitement, razzmatazz. As you get a little bit older, it's more about spending times with your loved ones and all of that kind of thing. Wow, I feel like an unk right now. My unk status is truly there. Furpo? No. Is my name Furpo, mate? Is my name Furpo? Is my name Nonto? No. What is my name? What is my name? Come on, you should know my name. Yeah, my name's Piro, mate. It was Piro with the goal. My name is Joel Piro. It was James. There you go. Finally, on the 5th time of asking, you got the correct one. My name is James. His name is James. His surname is James. My forename is James. So there you go. But it was DJ with an absolute sauntering finish. Scintillating, some might say. Some really might say scintillating. As Leeds United now mount a little bit more pressure on the attack, but give the ball away instantaneously for an Oxford throw-in deep inside their own half. Good start to the game for Leeds. Leeds are starting as we mean to go on in this Christmas period, and that is to take the game to the opposition and get those 3 points, because we need to get that win streak going. We've been all over the gaff recently. Dropping points the other day was not ideal. I was in Prague, and I went to a little place to watch a little snippet of it while I was there. I was watching the rest of it on my phone. And unfortunately, Leeds were not delivering the goods. Thankfully, some of the other goods from the alcohol department in Prague settled the nerves, shall we say, or settled the bad feelings of that match. But that last-minute equaliser, courtesy of an amazing Dan James assist, was very much appreciated by me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys. Speaking of Dan James, the informed Messiah himself is on the right-hand side of the pitch. Gives it back to Jayden Bogle. Big miss. Jayden Bogle has been very happy to see him back in the side. Very, very underrated for me. For me, at age 22, Christmas is about the grub and the company of my family. Exactly, mate. That's what I mean. Do I play for a club? I do, mate. I play professional Sunday League football for FC Cricklewood, mate. That's my club. FC Cricklewood, Sunday League. And in 4 league games, it was 5 league games. So before they robbed my stats because someone couldn't play in the league and they took them out, my stats this year were actually 5 games, 5 goals, and 6 assists. So that's not a bad return. You know what I mean? 5 games, 5 goals, 6 assists. That's over 2 goal contributions per game. If you put it per 90, you're talking a couple of goal contributions every 70 minutes. From your boy over here. So that's pretty good return, if you ask me, this year. That's a pretty good return. JT, let down kid. We've been calling you all sorts of names. Johnny come lately. Well, I'm Johnny on the spot, and I will hook you up with the goods. Oxford now picking the ball around nicely around their back path. Giving it back to the goalkeeper. Need to see a little bit more pressure here. Want to see more pressure than an erection in skinny jeans. And that's exactly what we're seeing through Manor Solomon here on the left side. Can he swing the ball in? He's still going. Trying to dribble his way through. And unfortunately, dribbles all over his bib like a toddler on Christmas Day. And loses the ball. But Leeds have got a free kick here. That's decent. Not too shabby, Alonso. Cody! Thank you for the follow. How much is the beer a pint in Prague? Well, this is the thing, Andy. I went there and I was thinking, oh, mate, we're going to be getting £1 pints, £2 pints. I feel like we got tourist trapped a little bit with the part of Prague we were in. And the pints were kind of £3 to £4 a pint. Some places we went, we were lucky we'd get £1.50 a pint. You get decent prices that way. Sometimes a couple of quid a pint. Which, in general senses isn't that bad, especially compared to London, where I live, where you're talking upwards of £5, £6, £7, £8 a pint, depending on where you go. But I wasn't quite able to secure those 50, 70p pints that I was so desiring in Prague, unfortunately. Beautiful place, though, I have to say. Thoroughly enjoyed my time there. Jack Martin is here. How you doing, Jack Martin, my man? TC, thank you for the follow, my man. Tribal Chief 092024. In the comments, is it on the telly? Well, it's on my telly right now. And depending on where you live, it can be on the telly. You're well behind? Am I actually well behind, mate? Am I well behind? Well, not really, mate, because it's 21 past 3, and as far as I can see, it's the 21st minute here. So that seems pretty on the dome for me. On the dome. I don't see how much more I can be in, because I maybe I'm like 10 seconds behind. Who knows what the internet delay is saying. Did you see GB News that ex-Conservative, not Reform MP interviewed an ex-Leeds player? It was emotional to say the least. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about there. 20 seconds behind. Oh, flipping heck, mate. I'm in the dark ages, mate. I'm in the dark ages. A whole 20 seconds. A whole 20 seconds. That's crazy, mate. Hello, Postman Cap. How you doing today, my man? Postman Caparino. Big Smoke. I can see this being a 2-0 with the 8,000 shots on target. Well, let's get some more shots on target, because over the past 10 minutes or so, Leeds have not registered a single shot on target, which is, not dire straits, but I'd like to see us have a little bit more of ascendancy, a little bit more resurgence to our game right now, because we do have an opportunity to really take the game to Oxford right now. Should we have a little look at the little look-see at some of the other results, or the other scores on the doors right now? Villa, of course, beating Man City 2-1. City's dreadful run of form continues in the Premier League. But let's look at the Championship. Sheffield Wednesday beating Stoke 2-0 with 10 men. Earlier on, of course, Portsmouth beating Coventry and Hull beating Swansea. None of them too relevant to Leeds. Burnley, unfortunately, beating Watford 1-0. Cardiff drawing with Sheffield United 0-0, and Leeds beating Oxford. Preston beating QPR, and Norwich, thankfully, are leading at Sunderland, which is a very, very good thing for Leeds United. So we are picking up some points today. Hopefully, Sheffield United can go behind, and, hopefully Burnley can get it pulled back against them by Watford. By Watford. I'll tell you if we score. No, don't, Archie, don't. Por favor. Mi amigo, por favor. No. Until you see it on the screen, or until you see the time here, and we're talking about the goal, and the goal has been seen, please don't put any spoilers in the chat, because I like to read the chat with you guys. And if there's spoilers and stuff, I cannot really read the chat that much. Oh, go on. It's drilled into the box, but unfortunately to no avail. So if you could quash your celebrations for 15 to 20 seconds, or, go knee sliding around your room as you do. And then when that 20 seconds is up, of course, come in here and spread the Christmas joy with the family. Leeds United should be getting a corner here. Beautiful Arcavian run by Solomon. Gives it out to Byram, who, has been thoroughly impressive. I'm intrigued to hear your guys' thoughts on Samuel Byram. Hey, nothing to apologise, Archie. Nothing to apologise at all, mate. Don't need to say sorry. Thank you for being here, my man. Having a fucking couple of issues with the corner flags here. Someone's whoa. What's that guy doing with the corner flag, mate? Calm down, will you, mate? There's kids watching. Go on, Aronson. Rip a shot from there. Yeah, I'd rip the shot from there. Shame he can't fucking shoot. Need to get my potassium in. Boy, was that good. That was finger-licking good. Woo! Yeah, what can I say, mate? Like a pro. Like a professional. This ain't my first rodeo, my son. This is not my first rodeo, my son. Not my first rodeo indeed. I'm a seasoned veteran of the game. A seasoned veteran of the game. How do you think we'll do in the FA Cup, Jack Martin? Or hopefully as well as we've been doing in the Carabao Cup. We've registered a lot of wins in the Carabao Cup this year. We've been on fire. 22 Carabao Cup games this year as well. So, we've been fucking unreal in terms of the amount of game time we've been getting in this competition. So hopefully we can carry that form over into the FA Cup and get ourselves a nice trip to Wembley. That'd be very, very nice. Lee Anderson, 7 till 8. GB News Channel had a segment interviewing ex-player who gave Leeds 4.5 years. His mother was proud as punch comprende. Who is this ex-Leeds player? This is very vague stuff you're saying here. Lee Anderson. 16, Ethan Ampadu, red card. 26, Ethan Ampadu, red card. Well, we're in the 26th minute now, and I'm not seeing an Ethan Ampadu red card. I am seeing Tanaka on the floor. Referee is pulling out his yellow card, and he's giving it to Harris. Sorry. Harris with a booking. Early doors. And it's raining outside. That's not good. Not over at Ellen Road, is it? Well, it might be raining at Ellen Road soon. Maybe that 20 seconds advantage is all they had. But over in sunny old London, it is raining down south here. I can hear the raindrops pitter-pattering on my window as we speak. And that means it's probably only going to take about 20 to 30 minutes before that rain potentially finds its way over to West Yorkshire. I'm going to have to see how that impacts this game. Could make it a little bit more scrappy of a game. Conto! How you doing today, my man? What do you think will happen during the transfer window? For Leeds United, absolutely jack diddly squat is what I think is going to happen during the transfer window. Go on, DJ, down the right-hand side. Flick it through. You had 2-3 options to your right there, and he's gone centrally. It's too much side to side, man. We need to be a little bit more direct in those spaces sometimes. Here's Solomon. Look, turn. Look forward and drive. He's giving it to Tanaka. Okay. Worked it well, nicely. Through the middle. Couple of nice shapes. Leeds happy to hold possession here. But now you need someone to make a run down that right-hand side. You need to play it quickly. See, you have the option there, and it's turning. It's conservative. And then when we do go for the ball, it doesn't work. All right, here we go. Tanaka, second bite of the cherry. Play it to the right-hand side now. Switch it. No, don't get... He's sticking it down the left. He doesn't have an option down the right. Someone needs to drop back into that space there and give him an option down the right to play the ball into. There you go. Go on, spray it. It's too congested. We're allowing ourselves to be pushed into the side of the pitch. We're not switching the channels enough. Unknown dude Thatcher or something like that was worth a watch. Is you streaming the Usyk win JT Curve Glass? I am. I'm going to be over on DR Sports for the Usyk Fury fight. So if you do want to watch that fight, please tune along. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have 3 or 4 legends on the show there. Myself is going to be on the show. So if you guys could tune along, if you are watching the fight and you want to watch it along with someone, then pop along later. It's going to be a great time. And I'm going to be hosting. So any support you guys can give would obviously be thoroughly appreciated. So yeah, if you guys are about later and you are watching the fight, just whack it on. You might enjoy it. You might just enjoy yourself a little bit. It's all good because Leeds are going to get Kelleher and Ferguson from Brighton. No, we're not. First of all, Kelleher is cheeks. He had that one decent 6-month spell at Liverpool, but I don't think he's any better than Meslier, to be honest with you. I don't see us making any signings, really. I really don't. Really don't. Aside from a backup, squad rotation player. I don't see us making any big signings. Aronson! Wow, this guy needs some shooting practice. Fuck me. That's another one he skied over the bar there. What is going on? And who's that on the floor? Is that Joe Rothwell on the floor? Cannot quite see from this angle. Or is it? It's either Roden or Rothwell. Doesn't look good. DJ puts the cross in. Well, he puts a shot in. It's saved. Roden goes for the header. And it seems like he's had a clash of heads there. And he is down on the floor. And it looks to be in some discomfort. Little head injury, perhaps. Hopefully, nothing major. But the fact he has gone down like that is a little bit alarming to me. Joseph O'Hare. Thank you for the follow, my man. Chris Thompson, JT, me old love. Chris Thompson, MOT. Marching on together. How you doing today, my man? What are your thoughts on this game so far? Saw Aronson in Waitrose yesterday. Did you, Big Smoke? How did you have a little conversation with him? Did you speak to him, or did you just literally just see him glancing past in the fruit aisle? Still speeding. Kink it, hear the track. Seatbelt, Darren's back. Time to blow the hand dynamo. No more disappear. Oh, Solomon! What a ball! DJ! Is that two? Yes, it is. Leeds United 2. Oh, that's not 2. I am... why would they do it like that, man? Why would they do it like that? That is so confusing. Whoever's running this organization needs to work on their replays. That is the worst replay I've ever seen. It's not a 2-0. That was the first goal. I looked away for a second, and my screen kind of froze, and then it cut back, and it wasn't even slow mode. So I thought it wasn't a replay. I thought it was just a regular play. I was thinking, hang on a second, that seems a little bit similar to our first goal, but I'll let it slide in the heat of the moment. I see Solomon squaring the ball across the DJ, thinking he's made it 2, and then they cut back and show it's a replay. That is absolute clickbaiting, man. Whoever's running this organization needs to be sacked, because that is criminal. I was just about to take my top off and start celebrating, man. Damn, I've been absolutely scammed there. Absolutely scammed. Clink it, hear the sound. Seatbelt, Darren's back. Time to blow the ham dynamo. No more disappearing. As I know you miss me, I miss you too. Sometimes that's what a missile do. Oh, I was cruising. Now it's time to take my steering back. Oh, si, senor. Pass the ball to Raul and he will score. There's something that the... Oh, Leeds on another attack. What? My computer seems to not be handling me streaming on YouTube and other services at the same time, because it is buffering all over the gaff. Hopefully the stream is smooth. Leeds United now on another attack. DJ has a shank shot. Oh!
Thomas Robinson joined the bloodline.
Thomas Robinson, welcome to the bloodline, my brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I acknowledge you, my man. Welcome to the bloodline. Thank you so much for joining the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace a beautiful game. Ethan Slater, thank you for the follow. Jack Martin, 3K likes. Oh, you're a machine. You're a Martin and a machine at the same time. Go on, Piro with the shot. Oh, big save. Leeds turning on the style now. Really putting our foot on the gas. Putting our foot on the accelerator big time. Down the right-hand side. Come on, Cardiff. Come on, Leeds, mate. Down the right-hand side. Before we can focus on others, we need to focus on actually getting these 3 points done, because Leeds are like a drunk man on stilts sometimes. You think you're getting to the right place, and before you know it, bang, little rush of blood to the head, and you're slipping and sliding and falling over all over the gaff, mate. All over the spaff. Let's have a little look at the other games. Of course, come on Cardiff, because they are currently drawing 0-0 with Sheffield United still. Be very good to see Sheffield United go behind. Let's see a little look at how the league table is lining up right here, right now as well. As things stand, Leeds still trailing Sheffield United by 1 point. Burnley, as things stand, would be 1 point behind us now, because of course we did drop points the other day. Sheffield United were to lose, Leeds would just nip ahead again on goal difference. Sunderland losing is very beneficial for Leeds right now, although they could even be pipped by Blackburn. Blackburn, dark horses sneaking up there themselves. And of course Burnley, as I said, would like to have a bit more than a 1 point lead over them going into the international break. Or going into Christmas Day, should I say. Still speeding, coming on the level on the bit. You did indeed, Thomas Robinson. Thank you very much, my man. Thank you very, very, very much. Jack Martin, I have to go now. Keep up the good work, legend. Leeds marching on together. Thank you for popping in, Jack Martin. Hopefully I see you a little bit later on, my man. And hopefully you have a great day doing whatever it is you need to do. Archie Sharp, how are you doing, man? Did you see Arnold Sweaty in Christmas jumper, beard, and white hair walking the streets this week? No, I don't. I don't know who that is, to be fair to you. I don't know who that is, mate. I don't know who that is. Who do you think will win the fight then, Curved Glass? Usyk most likely. Usyk most likely. But it would be crazy to see a little bit of an underdog story from Tyson Fury coming through. With the way everything's going, everything is stacked against him. But Usyk is... The way he pressured him in that first fight, he pressured him differently. And the pace that he puts Fury under. Fury's got good cardio, generally. But compared to someone like Usyk, the way he just didn't give him a second to breathe. It's hard to see how Fury can get through that this time any differently than he did last time. Which, of course, wasn't the best for him. Usyk by a mile. Yeah, I'm going to have to see. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you guys reckon to that one, man? I'll super chat you if I can. I'll be in casinos. Oh, thanks so much, man. And, hey, listen, I hear you, man. Luton Casino, I'm guessing. Bro's definitely going Luton Casino. I hear they have, like, big screens where you can watch the fights and all of that shit as well. Definitely going Luton Casino. I know you. You're a Luton Casino kind of guy. I'm dreading Melier facing this wind. No volume issues this week. Does everyone agree? Well, I hope there's no volume issues this week. Go on, Tanaka. There is the issue of Leeds only winning 1-0, though. That's the issue I'm looking at. Leeds need to get some more goals flying. Oh, go on, Bogle. Down the right-hand side. Cuts it back. Oh. Flick it back across. Oh, it's headed down the line. Out of the play there. Out of play. Man or Solomon, you're going to need to close him down a little bit better there. We're closing in on the end of the first half. Leeds United still, of course, leading Oxford 1-0. JT went on a tour to Prague just after the Troubles. 10 pence a pint, happy day. Oh, I wish it was 10 pint. We went on a rugby tour to Prague, sorry, just after the Troubles. Mate, I don't know where you went for those 10 pence a pint, mate. I missed out. I spent way too much money. I didn't realise you could get... That's what I was looking for, man, was those 10 pence pints. This is what I was sold the dream of. But I must... Because I was in Prague 1 a lot by Wencliffe Square. Maybe that's where I went wrong. Wencliffe Square was definitely not £10 a pint. I mean, one round of drinks in one of the places I went to is 40 quid for me and a few mates. So... I don't know what plays.tv you guys pulled for that. Ao Tanaka comes in round 3 and Roundhouse kicks everyone. Do you think Bamford will leave us in January? No, not with the money he's on. No one's going to pay that. No one's going to pay that. Why do you want him to go, Jack? Why do you want him to go? Why do you want him to go? We've got a good GK, Conto. We've got a good GK. Underrated, mate. Absolutely underrated. Criminally underrated. JT, you clown. Arnold is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Listen, mate, I didn't know that, but if Arnold Schwarzenegger was walking around, I need to be there, man. That guy is an absolute icon. Legend of the bodybuilding scene, mate. Legend of the scene. The vacuum pose extraordinaire. Real Manor Solomon in the chat? Yeah, it is, mate. It's the real Manor Solomon. The real Manor Solomon. He's dual wielding right now. He's got his phone on the go. See, this is what I love about Manor Solomon. He's playing the game at 100 miles an hour, and he's also got a sneaky little crafty phone hidden around in his sock, and he's pulling it out just to check the stream while he's playing. See what the lads are saying about his performance. Quickly slips it back in, goes, runs through, slots it across for Dan James to score. In the celebrations, under the huddle, quickly slips a phone back out, pops a little message in the chat. That's the name of the game, mate. This guy's playing 4D chess. He's got everything got on the go at the same time. Jack, LUFC, afternoon, pal. How you doing, my man? I think we've had the best out of him now, and he's still had that superstar attitude. Because he is a superstar, mate. He is a superstar. It's Patrick Bamford, mate. He is a superstar. Afternoon, JT. Good to see you again, buddy. Keep up the great stream. Thank you so much, Billy, No Mates, Andy. Thank you so much, my man. Hello, man. How are you? I'm very good, mate, Jack. I'm very, very good. Very good. Recently secured my tickets to Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown in the O2, so I'm very, very happy for that as well. Looking forward to that in a few months' time. Looking forward to Raw on Netflix. Looking forward to Leeds dispatching of Oxford. I'm having a good time, man. How are you? Go on. Cuts it back. Ampadu slides it forward to nobody, man. The double champ does what the fuck he wants. Well, Ethan Ampadu isn't doing what the fuck he wants. He's being pressed. He's being pressured big time. Oh, just kept on the pitch there. Bogle's been side down, but to no Port Vale. Bro, I reiterate, 10 pence a pint highlighted after the troubles. I'm talking 30 years ago. 30 years. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. Different story then, mate. Different story. Inflation tax, mate. Inflation tax. Mate, I wasn't even at that point. I wasn't even. Because my sisters still hadn't been born by that point. Well, one of them had. But the other two hadn't. So, yeah, it was way before my time, mate. Was way before I was in the probability of dispatching my way into this earth. Go on, down the right hand side. Go on, DJ. Shimmy's in, shimmy's out. Dinks, one of the worst balls I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen a lot of balls in my time. That was not one that's going to be put on a postage stamp, and he has blazed it over the bar. And Leeds United are now looking at an Oxford goal kick. 2 minutes until half time. Can we nick another goal? Potentially not. It's not looking too likely the way things are standing right here, right now. Might have to have another little bit of my old magic elixir to end the half, to see the half off. This magic elixir, by the way, is absolutely beautiful, my man. What it is, I'm a big caffeine addict, I have to say. I drunk way too much caffeine. I have done since I was about 16, 17. Pre-workout got me really hooked on the buzz of the caffeine, to the point where my tolerance is so high even. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I've taken a couple weeks off, and to be fair, I've been surviving thanks to this magic elixir that I've been put on, which is very finely chopped ginger, fresh ginger from the store, of course. You very finely chop it up. You can grate it if you want, but I just very finely chop it up with a knife. Whack it into a bowl, or a cup, sorry. Put some honey over it, honey over the ginger. Get some pepper, sprinkle some pepper in there. Turmeric powder, get some turmeric powder, dump a load of that in there. And then get some lemon, freshly squeeze the lemon into that. Mix it all together, and it will give you a hell of a bump in energy. It will really sprucing you up. And it's beautiful, man. I have to say, it is beautiful. Beautiful old magic elixir, as they call it. It's very good for your digestion as well, your internal body, and your internal bodily functions. Very, very good drink. Would heavily recommend you integrating some of this into your diet. Very good for both men and women for different reasons. Finger licking good, mate. Absolutely finger licking good. Just make sure I get all of the remnants out. 48th minute now. Last throw in of the game. Oxford throw it in. Melier punches it down. Whoa! Whoa! That was close. Leeds United almost conceding a kamikaze goal there. It's headed just over the bar. And we've got into half-time at 1-0, but boy, was that close to potentially being 1-1. That is half-time. Leeds United 1, Oxford 0. Good lead to the game for Leeds United. Early goal courtesy of DJ at the disco. But unfortunately, we were not able to act on that and double our lead. But still a good performance for the first half. And hopefully we can carry that into the second and kill the game off there. Archie Sharp, how are you, man? Have you heard of Johnny Goggles? He has his own YouTube channel, mainly covers boxing. No, I've not heard of Johnny Goggles. I have not. I do watch a bit of Frotchon Fighting for some boxing news. And, of course, the king himself, True Geordie. Das ist gut, ja? Das ist sehr gut, ja? How's Amadou playing? Decent. It's decent. It's decent. He hasn't really put a foot wrong. He hasn't done anything too exceptional, but he's been covering ground well. He's been a decent pass master. He's tried a couple of Hollywood passes, one of which came off, a couple of them didn't. But he hasn't really stepped too much of a foot wrong, Amadou. He's been pretty decent. I'd actually be intrigued to check his stats now that you mention that. I would be intrigued to check what kind of stacks I'd be looking at for Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu, Ernie's, Ampadu, Ernie's coming for you. On the left, on the right, he is on his right. Of course, partnering Joe Rodon back there. 52 out of 62 accurate passes completed. 64 touches of the ball, early doors on the pitch. 4 long balls, 2 of which were accurate, as I aforementioned. 1 out of 1 ground duels won. 0 out of 0. 0 out of 0 aerial duels won. And of course, as I said before, possession lost 7 times. Decent performance. He hasn't been tested too much back there. As I said, neither has Joe Rodon, really. Oxford haven't mounted too much of a issue for Leeds United so far. Really have not.
Cheers, Jeff.
Curved glass 123 super chatted $6.31.
Curved glass, my man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, my brother. Appreciate that so much. You absolute legend. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Greatly appreciated. Hopefully you're winning a lot more than that in the casino tonight. Splashing a little bit on that. Actually, I never asked you. Who do you think? I mean, I know. I'm pretty sure your comment said you're going to see Usyk Blada Fury tonight. But yeah, what's your prediction? How do you see the fight going? I know you've definitely got some money on it, man. I know you definitely got some money on hedged on that. You probably got like a Usyk round 7 stoppage or something, knowing you. Who's winning tonight, if our aim? Talking about Usyk Fury, you're talking about Leeds United Oxford. Because Leeds United Oxford Leeds, I see this game going 3-0. I see this being one of those ones, one of the games where we actually keep somewhat a semblance of the first half performance into the second half. And just slowly pick away at them, nick a couple of goals. I see Solomon getting himself on the score sheet, maybe DJ another goal. And Leeds just making it a comfortable 3-0 win. In terms of later on, it's hard to look past Usyk with his tenacity and incredible cardio strength that he does have. And of course, you know, his head movement, everything is so hard to hit. And the only way you can really see Fury winning is by putting a stop to Usyk. You don't really see him outboxing him for 12 rounds. So it's tough to say that Fury is going to be able to land on him at will. He did have a good moment in about the 5th or 6th round last fight where he could have pulled the trigger a little bit more potentially. So be intrigued to see how he adapts his game plan with John Fury now out of his corner, which I think is beneficial for him. But hard to look past Usyk. If I was a betting man, I'd probably say Usyk by stoppage. Are you a Pirot fan? I'm a fan of him. He's a man. I don't hate any man. I don't wish ill on any man. I hope he has an amazing career, and I always want to see him do well, especially when he's in the Leeds United shirt. I don't think he fits the system in terms of starting for Leeds. As a starting striker, he doesn't fit Farke's system very well, and when he starts games, sometimes he can go invisible and kind of dissipate in and out of games and have a little bit of a Bruno Fernandes-esque impact where he kind of drifts in and out of games at times. But in terms of his end product in front of goal, I mean, second to none, especially in the Championship. It's hard to think of a better finisher out there in this league than Joël Pirot. So it's an interesting one. Elwood, how you doing today? These supplements are all shite. You're falling for the TikTok shop hype. What's up, mate? This ain't a supplement, my man. This is fresh stuff. Ain't no supplements in here. This ain't no TikTok shop hype. You're talking about other kinds of supplements, which, you know, I do take. I actually do take a bit of Shilajit. I can't lie. You can see it here. I do like a bit of Shilajit. That is the one thing that I do actually like to take. But otherwise, this stuff, this ain't no supplement, mate. As you're saying, this would go along with what you're saying. If you don't like supplements, then this is for you, mate. This is all fresh ingredients. Fresh ginger, fresh honey, fresh turmeric, fresh pepper, and fresh lemons. All fresh, 100% natural ingredients that when you mix together are very, very good for your body. Even if you have them individually, they're very good for your body, very healthy. But mixing them together into this nice magical elixir, as they call it, is very good for your digestive system. Very good for a lot of functions in your body. And it, of course, gives you a nice burst of energy as well, which is definitely not a fad because I can feel the energy boost from it. The odds are too short, I bet. I fancy a 9th round stoppage. For you, Sick, you fancy a 9th round? I can see a 9th rounder, mate. Just exhausting Fury. Exhausting him and getting him out of there late. I can see that, mate. I can definitely see that happening. I feel like someone is getting stopped this fight. I do feel like someone's getting stopped this fight. Someone is going to get stopped. Because Fury has to try and get him out of there early. And the risk you run with that is if he expends too much energy trying to get him out of there a little bit too early, Usyk can just pummel him in the later rounds. Norwich beating Sunderland. Come on, the Canaries. Yep, leading 1-0 over at the Stadium of Light. Wayne Dawson, how you doing today, my man? Hopefully very, very well. And, of course, enthralled by the way a couple of results are going. We could do with Burnley falling off the horse a little bit and Sheffield United getting pegged back themselves by Cardiff. But so far, so decent for Leeds United. I don't know why, but Ellen Road is dead silent, mate. I've had a lot of criticism about that over the past couple of years. Ellen Road's famous atmosphere just being a little bit subdued in this little spell in the Championship. I mean, nothing's going to compare to that Bielsa era, whether it was Championship or Premier League, where everything was just alive. Oh, damn. Turmeric mixed with black pepper is a must. It boosts the curcumin in the turmeric by about 500%. You, my friend, are absolutely correct, which is why I always mix the black pepper with the turmeric. It does activate the as you said, the curcumin in the turmeric a lot. So if you want to get the most beneficial effects out of the turmeric, you want to mix it with black pepper. Preferably ground black pepper or black peppercorns, which you can grind up yourself, which is what I do. As they showed some of the other goals, Burnley going 1-0 to the good. Same minute as Leeds United, actually, in the 9th minute. And it was Jadon Anthony, of all people, to put Burnley 1 goal to the good. They're showing some of the other highlights for that game. Very interesting, considering I was on watching that game. Showing another big chance. Is that Jadon Anthony again with another huge chance for Burnley, who squandered that? No, I don't believe it was. It definitely wasn't. But it was a shit shot either way, straight down the middle. Straight down the pipe. And of course, as we said before, Leeds leading, Burnley leading, Sunderland trailing, and Sheffield United drawing with Cardiff. We are DIY. Can you upload a few bids with your recipes, please, JT? A few vids with your recipe. What recipes, mate? What recipes? Are you talking my food recipes? Are you talking some of the Iraqi dishes, the Armenian dishes, some of the beautiful korba hamuths, the rasas fors, the nanny's curry, as I call it? Some of those ones. Talking about some of the magic elixirs, you know. Friggin' Leeds should have been blowing Oxford off the park. We should, mate. We should have been like Sky Bree on set, blowing them off left, right, and centre. Unfortunately, we weren't quite that effective today, and only the 1 goal lead to talk about so far. But we can turn this around. As I said, I feel like this is just going to be one of those games where we never really get out of 4th gear, really, and we just slowly kind of drain the life source out of Oxford and pick a couple more goals off and make it 3-0. Let me know, how do you guys see the rest of this game going? Do you see it going same form? Do you see Leeds putting the foot on the gas a little bit more? Do you see us trailing through with a 1-0 lead? How do you see this this game going for Leeds? How do you see this game finishing off? Can you give me a shout out, please? I can indeed. Bobby! Shout out to you, my man. Shout out to Archie Sharp, of course. Wayne Dawson. Joe Depp. Andy Rowe. Anyone that's just coming on my screen right now, of course. Curved Glass. Legend as always. Manor Solomon in the chat. This is not Solomon Manor. My nickname is in Hebrew. Nice, man. Nice. What is your nickname if you translated it from Hebrew to English? No, I don't need your food recipes. Mama and Papa were Italian. Your beverages. Well, this is one of the main beverages I have, but I can get you some more. If I think of some more, I'll throw them your way. This is the main beverage that I consume every day nowadays. Very, very good, of course. I mean, if you want another one, of course, beetroot, avocado, bananas. Really, really good. Blend that up in a smoothie. Oh, I haven't had that for a while, actually, but that gets you fucking juiced, man. That shit gets you juiced to the gills. Gotta go now, Archie Sharp. Thank you so much for popping along, my man. Thank you so, so much. Been a pleasure, as always. I'll see you soon. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Hope you have a phenomenal day. Phenomenal day. Bobby. Favorite player? My favorite player? Favorite Leeds player of all time? Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. It is, of course, Rafinha Belotti. Belloli. Rafinha. Oh, absolute legend. Should be comfortably in front. Oxford has showed little, but yeah, they've showed absolutely nothing in attack, mate. They've shown about as much attack as Amnesty International. The other week, you mentioned that special health tea. Then, surprise, surprise, you were poorly for ages. Proof is in the pudding, bro. Oh, you're talking about yerba mate. It was beautiful, mate. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. No, I wasn't poorly for ages, mate. I wasn't poorly for ages. It was that one day, mate. I was just very sick. I was very, very sick, mate. Listen, my immune system is, bellissimo. Don't you be worrying about my immune system, my man. I am fit as a fiddle. I could run a London marathon tomorrow. I genuinely, not even joke, I could do a marathon tomorrow. No problem. No training required. Obviously, if I trained, I'd be able to get the time, to A1 standards. But I could genuinely, right now, if you said, end this stream right now, put your shoes on, put some pants on, go run a marathon, I could do it right now. No problem. Absolutely no problem, man. I'm telling you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think anyone in the world can run a marathon. It just depends on the time you finish it in. But listen, man, don't worry. This stuff gets your body functioning. No worries about that. No commentary on mine. No commentary on what? You can't hear me, Noah? You can't hear me? Really itchy knee there. CH! How you doing? Do it. Alright, see you guys. I'm off. In a bit. I'll be back. Be back when I finish, mate. Be back when I finish. In a bit. Oh, bloody rapid, mate. I'm back. Woo! What a marathon. What a run. Whew. Just going to dust the sweat off my forehead there after that one. That was intense. That was an intense couple of seconds there. JT, you meant to swallow the pills, not stick them up your hat. Well, it's actually either or, mate. You can do what you want, mate. As long as it's ingested into the bloodstream, as they say. As they say, mate. That's why some people don't even go for pills. They go for needles. Get it straight in the bloodstream. Depends what, of course, you are referring to, though. What substance you're referring to. And most that are not taken in pill form, that are injected straight into the bloodstream, can be detrimental. So I would not recommend. And I have not consumed or tried. I would always recommend natural resources through the gullet into the stomach. Nice and digested. Very, very well. Lovely jubbly. Lovels McJubbles. What about ATM? At the moment, Bobby, favourite player? Would have been Ramazzani, but he's been out for a long period of time. I have to stick with my boy's senior Furper, mate. Gonna have to be the Furpmeister. You a Leeds fan, Jake Hanna? I am indeed. I'm indeed. Yes, indeed I am. Can be unfortunate at times, but yes, I am. I wouldn't change it for the world. As Pirou gets ready to take this kickoff, and he does indeed. Let me get the timer. Cinco de Mayo weekended up. Let me get the timer ready. Oh, on the other side. On the other side. Boom. Big boom AJ. Oh, not happy with that. Not happy with that. Not happy with that. Not happy with that, mate. Not happy with that. Me no happy with that, lad. Me no happy with that. Me no happy with that. Me no happy with that. Ah, perfect. Perfect syncing of the timing there. Perfect syncing of the clock. Can we go top today, JT? We can, but Sheffield United will have to lose their game against Cardiff. If they carry on drawing, they will still be 1 point ahead of us. Un otro de punto de ahead of the Leeds United. Pero, if cuantos de años de Leeds United win the game, then yes, we can go ahead if Sheffield United lose. Almost faster than Danger. I'm actually I'd pace him, mate. I'd pace DJ easy, mate. You know, me and DJ go way back. You know, we used to do a little training back in the day, 100 meters, 200 meters. You know, I was more of a long distance guy. He was a short distance guy. But you know, I've seen his pace up close. He's seen mine. I reckon I take him, mate. I take him. I reckon I take him. Can't lie. I reckon I take him, mate. I'm a pace demon, mate. My favourite right now is Ao Tanaka, as he's been... He has, man. Consistent. Captain consistent as well. Always giving you a 7, 8 out of 10, man. You rarely see that guy take a foot off the ball. He's been a phenomenal signing, mate. Phenomenal signing. Phenomenal. JT, keeping up with the Caitlin Clark highlights real short? I'm not. I cannot say I am, Andy. Cannot say I am. Silly question, but I'll ask. Any subs yet? Very silly question, mate. Very silly question. Very silly question. Come on, mate. This is Daniel Fark, mate. We don't make subs. We don't make them. We do not make substitutions, my man. Not until the game's done, mate. Then he makes subs. Afternoon, JT. Could do with a second soon as. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. And we might just get one here. Courtesy of Manuel Solomon, but the defender has just nicked in ahead of him. Very, very close. Very, very smooth. Very, very close. On the other side. Plays the ball back to Ethan Ampadu. Ethan Ampadu now. Maraudering around defence. Saunters the ball across over to Joe Rothwell. Back to Eel. Sprays a beautiful crossfield pass out to Solomon, but a little bit too much on it. I thought Solomon could have potentially got that there. Maybe an extra burst of pace. He could have just about nicked his foot on that. Harry Kane-esque, you know the one. You know the score I'm talking about. Ball over the top. Flicks it back onto his own head to head it in. You know, one of those numbers. Could have done one of those. You know, you never know. Go on, Aronson. Nicks his way in front. Ah, you fucking donkey, mate. Who took him down? Took him down to Chinatown. Heads it back. Go on, mate. Double header. Still head it. It's still some pinball action around the back. Now we get a little bit of a foothold. Nice one-touch pass. Quality, Byron. Absolutely quality. Quality. Tanaka sprays it out to the right-hand side. Drive forward, mate. Drive, drive, drive. Drive, Roden. That's a fucking beautiful ball down the middle. Great ball. Lovely spin by Piro. Aronson finds Byram now. Can he spoon the cross in? Ah, too much on it, mate. Too much on the cross. Had to maybe wait a second to get that one in there. A little bit too much on the cross. No one can quite get in there. But it's good play by Leeds. It's decent play. Not too shabby Alonso, mate. Milner was a prolific @football, rugby, cricket, was a county sprint champion and a long distance runner. An unusual combination, mate. Yeah, well, I hear that, mate. Me, I was football, long distance, long jump, athletics. I hear that. I mean, the rugby and cricket, yeah, fair enough. I mean, he's probably one of those that was just very well versed to a lot of sports, which, to be fair, I can see. But the rugby and the cricket, potentially not. But it's amazing you became a professional footballer with all of that. Because sometimes you can become a jack of all trades, master of none with a combination like that. But yeah, Milner's a hell of an athlete, mate. Hell of an athlete. Hell of an athlete is James Milner. Really, really good. Big Leeds fan still as well. Apparently, Jurgen Klopp said he's always banging on about Leeds. GAT, Quality Street or Cadbury Roses? Quality Street, end of the day, mate. No conversation, mate. Absolutely no conversation. Wait. I was thinking Heroes or Celebrations. Sorry, Quality Street or Cadbury Roses. Not a huge fan of either, I have to say. Not a huge fan. I probably have to say Quality Street. I can't even remember what Cadbury Roses are, to be fair. Can't even remember. Probably have to say Quality Street. Hi, JT. I'm finally here. How are we playing? It's Football Fan. Changed his account name again. SCIS Butte. How are you doing today, man? Playing decently. Controlled, conservative. Oxford have offered jack shit, to be fair, going the other way. But Leeds have controlled the game nicely. Again, just boilerplate 6, 7 out of 10. Nothing exceptional out of the ordinary. And not really putting ourselves into 4th, 5th gear, but we are picking the ball around nicely. And to be fair to Oxford, they have done a good job at pressing us in the midfield at times and kind of isolating us to a certain flank and not allowing us to really spread the channels as much as we'd like to. But yeah, it's been a bit of a scrappy second half, should we say. A lot of pinball action, and Oxford have been getting a little bit more joy. Now they have the ball down the right-hand side. Cuts it in the middle. They're forced to go all the way back. Decent pressing by Leeds. Got a lot of energy in the midfield there. Bye-bye. Back soon, Archie Shop. See you soon, my man. Thank you for popping in, as always. I guess you were /8 are a number 4 batsman. Who? Who, Pete Booth? A number 4 batsman. Milner or me? Me? I don't even know what a number 4 batsman is, mate. Cricket is not my game. That is not my game. I am, yeah. I was not a cricket guy. Better with the ball at the feet. I mean, to be fair, tennis I was very good at. I was very good at tennis. But yeah, cricket was not my game. Never really enthralled me too much. I used to play it every now and again on the playground a little bit and just, you know, smash the ball into Rose Ed and then run. Get as many runs as you can. But yeah, I'm not really, I don't even know the positions, to be fair. I'm very unfluent in the game of cricket. Yeah, he's talking about Milner. And he was saying cricket and rugby. And cricket and rugby for me are foreign languages. I mean, rugby I just can't stand, to be fair. And cricket will put me to sleep, so. But then again, I'm a bit of a fried guy. I need something to spark my imagination all the time. See, the thing with rugby that just... I mean, I really disliked playing it. I just did not enjoy it at all. And I was tiny and very skinny in those days. So it was not a sport for me, shall we say. But yeah, I just don't like how many stoppages there are. The game just stops. It's too stop and start for me. I know it's not quite as bad as the NFL, but it's still just a little bit too stop and start for me. That's what I like about football. The game's going, and the game is going. You know, you get the occasional free kick or throw in or something, but for the general part, the ball is in play for the majority of the game. And the game is flowing. So I always love football. Go on, DJ. Football was always my main sport since I was 2. Go on, mate. Byram, swinging in. Lovely cross, Byram! Oh, what a fucking cross, mate. Look at the quality on that. The technique. Oof, beautiful. Beautiful in-swinger. I mean, he's got a lot more proficient with his left foot, has Byron, but those in-swingers with the right, ooh, they were naughty. Rugby just hurts, mate. I was a winger because I was fast, but I didn't enjoy it. Yeah, I hear that, mate. I hear that. Just fucking run away from anyone the second you get the ball. Just fucking pace down. Or do you mean winger in rugby? Because I was a winger in football growing up because I was fast, but I did enjoy it. But I presume you're not saying you didn't enjoy football, considering you're a Leeds fan. So I presume you enjoyed football. Or maybe you just enjoyed watching it and not enjoy playing it. I live football, but unfortunately I'm shit at it. Good brain, terrible feet. Well, listen, man. Football's a thinking man's game. Thinking man's game. You can think faster than anyone. You'll play faster than anyone. That's the beautiful thing about football. Thinking man's game. Like a Cesc Fabregas, scanning the pitch, always 3-4 steps ahead of anyone around them. Number 4 batsman says what it does on the packet. 4th online to do bat. After 1st, 2nd, 3rd, dude are deemed out. Dude are deemed out. Dude are deemed out. Oh, after the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, dude are deemed out. Yeah, you phrased that a little bit awkwardly there, Andy. I let you off. I let you off, mate. But grammatically speaking, Jaden Bogle has boggled the minds of everyone out there, and he has slapped the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0 Leeds United with a exquisite, sublime, delectable finish into the bottom left-hand corner. And that is what I'm saying. He was a huge miss to have out of the side, but he's back in the team, and he's back on the score sheet. Go on, Bogle, my son. Look at that. Ball through by DJ. Cuts the ball back with a reverse pass to Aronson. Cuts it straight back to Bogle. Drives forward. Carries on his run. And gets a well-deserved goal there. Never gave up. Carried on his run into the box. And it's a quality finish when it called upon it. He is a hugely underrated asset for Leeds. He is so vastly improved as the season's gone on. He is phenomenal, mate. He is quality. Different gravy, I might go as far as to say. Go on, Bogle. 2-0 Leeds. We're cooking. I can see what he's doing. He's cooking. He's cooking. Oh, Leeds out. Wait. Indeed, mate. JT, what time is the fight scheduled to start? I know our stream is going live at 9 p.m. But I believe the main fight is probably going to be around 10:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11, something like that. You know how these things go. They always drag on, especially in boxing. It's not a fluid passover like in wrestling or UFC. It's kind of where they get the fight done, promo package, next fight is in. They do a lot of fluffing around and stupid padding and all of that stuff, and it does halt the flow of the excitement of the show for me. But yeah, probably be like 10:30, 11 is my best guess. You'd expect to be a little bit earlier considering it is in Saudi Arabia, but no, it probably won't be until probably it will not be until about 10:30, 11. Go on, Byram, swing the ball in. Lovely interception. Beautiful fucking tackle by Byram there. Good pressing. Wins the ball back. First thought, bang. Let me sling a ball into the box. Unfortunately, no one was there. And listen, man, as I said, man, this is a 3-0 Leads written all over it. 3-0 Leads written all over it. And since the second goal, we've still got our foot on the gas, which is what I like to see. Leeds picking the ball around nicely now. Lovely ball down the right-hand side. Go on, take your man on. Take your man on. Go on, DJ. Oh, unlucky, son. Unlucky, my son. At least we aren't struggling. Yeah, that's something. Especially in Saudi. 3 points in the bag. Can you shoot out Nath? Can you shoot out Nath, my mate? Well, listen, man, I'm a man of God. I'm a man of Christ, and I do not shoot people. I only shoot footballs, my man. I only shoot footballs. I do not believe murder or certain forms of life-altering crime like that are a good way to live. So I'll not shoot out your mate Nath. But I will shout him out. Shout out Nath, my man. Hopefully you're watching along, my brother. Shout out to you, my son. And of course, shout out to Sis Butte as well. Kelsey, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Kels. How are you doing today? How you doing today, lassie? Go on, Han. Go on, my son. Down the right hand side. Fucking swing it in, mate. I came here for a fucking shootout. You say the shootout. Ew. Tanaka. Swing the ball. No, he's done a little shimmy with the outside of his foot. He's found Solomon there. Nice arcing run by Solomon. Rothwell with a fucking beauty of a ball to Bogle. It was very congested there, but there were some pictures of balls put in there. You can see what I mean about Leeds not switching the channels a lot, though. Getting really congested to one side of the pitch, but we're managing to get our way through these little gaps here. Playing decently in terms of our attacking through balls that we're playing. JT, can you say Galapagos? It's a word I made, and Nath wants to hear you say it. Galapagos. Galapagos. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's not offensive. Hopefully it doesn't mean anything extremely ludicrously offensive. But yeah, Galapagos. Whatever that means. Galapagos. Go on, Dale. Dale off the pitch. Rodriguez on the pitch for Oxford. We're trading 2-0 and are going to need to pull something out of the bag quickly if they are going to get anything out of this. Although it seems like they are content to just try and keep this at 2 and not concede too many more. Look at that. Good option for a counter-attack. And they've gone backwards. Still driving forward here. And all the way backwards. Yeah, they're comfortable just to take a little bit of the sting out of Leeds' attack and pass the ball around there. They're very comfortable to just sit like this and wait patiently to try and carve open an opportunity of their own. They're not too stressed about getting this game back under their control. Matching on together, Tevi and Kolpin. Vix NN2. Thank you for the follow, my man. Got to admit, I'm hoping to see Fury get his block get knocked off tonight. But if he uses his size well and doesn't gas, he could cause... I don't think he can, mate. The only way is if he... I mean, not gassing is impossible against Usyk. Not gassing is impossible. Because he wasn't even going hell for leather in the last fight and gassed because Usyk is just too fit and the pressure he puts you on is too fucking much. It's too much. The only chance I see him having is stopping him. Really, really. Getting his moment like he did last time with the uppercut and capitalizing before Usyk adjusts. Because Usyk, you may land something on him for a round, maybe 2 if you're lucky, but he will adjust mid-fight. The guy is like a crazy smart mathematician in there with the way that he adjusts his game plan and stuff. Downloads the data and just picks you off differently. But yeah, why do you want to see Fury get his block knocked off? Any particular reason? Sheffield United winning? For fuck's sakes, mate. Fuck's sakes. For fuck's sake, Jacob. Yeah, they are indeed. Kiefer Moore. Chief Kiefer Moore has just scored to put Sheffield United 1 goal to the good against Cardiff. Burnley winning 2-0 now as well against Watford. Wow, they scored the same... no, not the same minutes, but... Yeah, they're very closely trailing us, our Burnley. You know, they're begging it a bit, mate. Begging it a bit. Especially the first goal, scoring it in the same minute as Leeds with a former Leeds player. Begging it a bit, mate. You know what I mean? Just chill out. Chill out, mate. Sunderland have equalised against Norwich as well. So, not going the best in terms of other teams right now. It was looking a little bit healthier before half-time. But as long as Leeds win, that's the most important thing, isn't it, mate? You cannot control the teams around you. You can only control yourself. In the news this week, a criminology student got sentenced for wanting to commit the perfect murder. What the fuck? Wanting to commit the perfect murder. How do they find this out? Fuck. I mean, I shouldn't laugh. That is despicable, really. Teacup murderer-esque. We're watching a lot of Dexter, actually, so. Perfect crime scene and all of that is very resonated in my head right now. Banging series, I have to say. Haven't been this invested in a series since Severance last year. But yeah. Did you guys hear about that teacup murderer, by the way? That guy was fucking crazy, man. He was poisoning his whole family and his friends from, like, a young age. Like, he wondered why his sister kept getting, like, really violently ill and stuff around him. And any close friend or anyone he had around him just kept getting ill and, like, bedbound. And he would perfectly construct this poison to, like, destroy their internal functions and hospitalize them and stuff. But only just enough to the point where they would still just be alive. But they would just be on their last legs pretty much. And he just kept doing it, and he'd keep feeding them this poison that was meant to be medicine or whatever, and he was just secretly, like, putting this poison in their teacups, hence the nickname Teacup Murderer. And they knew he was like a psychopath from a young age. Like, they did some mental studies on him, and you could see was not psychoanalytically there as a human being, but they just allowed him to function in society, and he ended up just poisoning everyone around him for years and years. It's crazy, man. Imagine that. Oh! Speaking of functioning in society, Brendan Run Some Baby is functioning superbly as he takes Leeds United 3 goals to the good. 3-0 Leeds United. Brendan Ronson on fire today. Phenomenal finish. And about time he put the ball into the back of the net and didn't sky it into Rosette as he usually would. Manos Solomon with the assist once again, driving the ball forward through the middle of the park here, plays it through. And it's ironic we were talking about the teacup murderer and not the Oxford murderer, because that today would be Manos Solomon. 2 assists for him. Brendan Aronson with a goal and an assist. And, of course, Jaden Bogle slotting in the other goal. And, of course, Dan James also scoring the first one. Round sound. He did walk it in, but it was a good finish when called upon. 1-on-1. And that's what I said, mate. Did I not say 3-0 comfortable Leeds United win? Just slowly cruise through the chambers and wait for those gaps to open up. This is game, set, and match now for Leeds. This is comfortable. This is the good stuff. Will we make it more? We'll have to see. Who's saying that about Klitschko? I think Fury is largely overrated. He's cleverly cherry-picked, and he's not been the same fighter since his breakdown after Klitschko. Plus, he's been an objectable human being. The one thing I haven't liked in his past, I don't have any problem with that, and I kind of liked a bit of a showman and a bit of a razzmatazz and all that thing. I like a bit of a heel and that kind of things. But since the Wilder fight, he's just not been a man of his word. Like, he'll say one thing and he'll do another thing completely, and he's completely cherry-picked. I mean, there's no politeness about it. And you say most fights are cherry-picked, Joe Depp. They are, but you're the world heavyweight champion, and he hasn't fought anyone impressive, aside from Usyk, since Klitschko. Since Klitschko, he's done nothing crazy. He brought all the weight back. Okay, nothing crazy is wrong, because to lose all of that weight and go and fight the heavyweight champion in the world in Deontay Wilder, phenomenal. But was Deontay Wilder all that? Everyone says Deontay Wilder, after Fury beat him, he was never the same. But how do we know? He never fought anyone impressive, Wilder. He never fought anyone impressive before Tyson Fury. And he only fought Fury because he thought Fury was fat, overweight, and wouldn't cause him a problem. So we don't know how good Wilder was, really, because in reality, he's got cleaned out by Zhang, and he got battered by Joseph Parker for 12 rounds. Completely 12-0'd by Joseph Parker, who himself, when went up to the elite level, got beaten by AJ. Of course, there was that controversial moment where he could have won the fight, but, you know, Joseph Parker was never the elite of the elite of the elite of the elite at the top level, the way that people were talking about Deontay Wilder, and he absolutely handed Wilder's defeat to him very comfortably. So, yeah, the only person that Fury has beaten since the Klitschko breakdown and stuff, you know, there's no debating who he was before that, you know, phenomenal fighter, and to go and beat Klitschko in the manner he did was very good. But, yeah, since that, all he's beaten is Wilder. Great wins, yeah, great to lose the weight and do it in the manner he did, but is that a phenomenal win compared to some of the other greats out there? Who knows? And then after that fight, who did he fight? Derek Chisora, who'd already beaten 2 times. You know, what's that showing you? Dillian White. Was happy for Dillian White to get the fight, but fuck me, was that an easy fight for him? And that wasn't mandatory, so fair enough with that one. But why are you cherry-picking Derek Chisora after that? Why are you then going and fighting Francis Ngannou? Why are you fighting these fights? Like, none of those fights proved anything. And he actually got beaten by Ngannou, in my opinion. He got beaten by Francis Ngannou in his first ever boxing fight. Embarrassing, mate. Embarrassing. Go on, Solomon. I wouldn't say I'm downplaying them, mate. I wouldn't say I'm downplaying them. Like, they're great wins. They're phenomenal fights, a couple of them. Really, really good. But in terms of the level in which he spoke about himself and the level in which people spoke about him, yes, the Klitschko fight and everything before that, I'm not going to take that away from him. Like, that did make him the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. But Wilder was not as good as people egged him out to be, and he's been proved later on after the Fury fights to not be that great of an actual boxer. He has devastating power, but he was never an elite boxer in terms of actual boxing ability, like at the very, very top level. And he'd been found out big time. And I don't think that's just because he got beat to Fury. He was never tested before that. So that's my argument about Fury, which is why I always put AJ above Fury. But obviously that's gone to a completely downhill level recently, especially after the devastating finish at the hands of oh, go on, Pico. Play Solomon in. He's played Solomon in. Too late, though. Can Solomon still score from that angle? Woo! Yes, he can. Manor Solomon. And Leeds are finally putting some goals past an opposition. 4-0 now. Manor Solomon, the man of the manor, has got himself 2 assists and 1 goal today. Pico waited a long time to give him that ball. Too long. And in fact, closed the angle down too much. But Solomon, doesn't matter what angle you give him, that guy is going to find the back of the net. What a finish. Near post, sorry. Keeper had no chance. Absolutely delectable finish there. Exquisite. Sublime. And my 3-0 prediction was wrong. But yeah, as we were saying. Yeah, sorry. Who did I say went downhill when he got stopped by? Young boy. Daniel Dubois. Yeah, when he got battered by Dubois. But listen, man, yeah. I'd love to see Fury do it. I'd love to see that Fury AJ fight after. But do I see that happening now? Don't know. It's tough to say. But I don't think I'm downplaying those Wilder wins at all. The most impressive thing is the fact he lost the weight and still did it. That, for me, phenomenal. Unreal achievement to lose that much weight and come straight back in from the depths of despair and do that. Crazy. Really, really crazy. But I think Wilder was a notorious ducker of big fights himself. That's what I think. Why? Me. Give me 20 minutes of commentary. 20 minutes of commentary. JT, I was referring to the Bournemouth random stabbings. Really? Sheffield United winning by 2. Kiefer Moore scored twice. Rip Madrilla, mate. That's tough. That's rough. Go on. Down the left-hand side. That's not enough, man. It's not good enough. Solomon is off for Joseph, by the way. Ramadzani is on for Pijo as well. Fantastic Four. What a marvel. Ball's dinked up into the air there. Headed back by Ampadu. Headed back again by Nonto. Aronson, can he drive forward now? Tanaka can. Picks a lovely pass out to the right-hand side. It's smashed straight into the defender. Here's Aronson. Tanaka. Ew. Tanaka. Go on, mate. Finds Nonto. Finds Byram. Plays it in. Ramadzani. Still weaving in and out. Finds Rothwell. Back to Ampadu. Tanaka. Ampadu. Ampadu, do. And he's shot into the loop. Ampadu, do. And he's in his fucking poo. On the left to the right. And he's coming in. Hey, Ampadu, do. Go on, Nonto. Willie, Nonto. Willie Nonto. Willie Nonto. Who do you support in the SPFL? Do not support anyone in the SPFL, mate. Only support one team, and that's Leeds United. Oh, go on. Go on, Nonto. Still driving. My dad was always a big Glasgow Rangers fan. I think it's Catholic versus Protestant, right? Rangers were... Sorry, not Glasgow Rangers, sorry. Celtic, not Glasgow Rangers. Because Celtic were Catholic and he was Protestant. He was baptised a Catholic. I was baptised in either, actually. Got a Catholic father, Protestant mother. And I am apostolic, Armenian apostolic. Descendant from the apostles of Christ himself. The original Christianity. Of course. The OGs of the scene. Actually, if you look at Jerusalem, it's split into 4 quarters, you see. You've got the Muslim quarter. You've got the Jewish quarter. You've got the Christian quarter. And then your 4th quarter is actually the Armenian quarter. So Armenian Christianity goes way back. But yeah, that's why he would have probably preferred Celtic. I'd like to see Rangers do what they did a few years ago. Just because Celtic had won like 9 SPFLs in a row. So it was nice to see someone else, the underdogs in Rangers in that situation, claw their way back from administration and pip Celtic out. That was nice to see for a bit. But otherwise, I'm not really too fussed about which one of those two do it. And there's no one else that's going to cause any kind of issues there. Motherwell, St. Mary's, none of these guys are ever going to topple the top 2 in that league. Man of the match, Mr. Clean Sheets. Stick another 2 million on his transfer price. Who? Melier. How's Ampadu been so far? Hasn't been tested. On the ball, he's looked decent. Defensively, hasn't been tested at all. So, it's been a decent performance from him. JT, £50 win on 5-0 and 6-0 and 66s and 100s. Got your attention, lol. £50 win on 5-0 and 6-0 66s and 100s. I don't know what you mean there, mate. Yeah, you got my attention, but you're talking gibberish, man. You're speaking the Queen's English, my man. SPFL, worst league in the world, in your opinion. Leverkusen, Bayern never losing. Thank you for the follow, my man. Who scored the 4th? Manor Solomon did. Manor Solomon, as Alfie Limper let you know there. Schmidt on for Byram. Schmidty boy. Oh, go on. Oh, Ramazani, you fucking donkey. You diddly donkey, man. That was 4-0. That was 5-0 in the bag. Oh. Lovely ball across by Bogle. Defenders completely shanked it. And he's just volleyed it. He slashed the ball. Good power on it. He's got his body over it, but he's just driven it wide there. He needs to just touch it. Not go for the volley, but just touch it down and just curl it into the corner from there. He's gone for a straight volley. Driven volley, and he's slashed it wide a little bit. All he needed to do was just touch it down, open his body up, and just whip it into the corner there. A young whippersnapper. What do you think about Evan Ferguson in January? Do you think he'll help us? I don't think he's coming, mate. I don't think he's coming. A lot of people have been talking about Evan Ferguson, I don't think we're signing anyone, mate. I don't. We'll see. We'll see how things shake out around then. I'm sure there will be some more news and South Stand signings will be popping off. But as for right now, I don't have any confidence in us signing anyone. Not Evan Ferguson. Not Kelleher. No one. Would like to see Aberdeen challenge Rangers for the 2nd for their sake. Nice to see other teams get involved in it, but very unlikely. It's like the Bundesliga. So surprising that the ones that did topple Bayern Munich's dominant run were Bayern never losing, of all teams. Dortmund was tipping around for so many years, and Bayern never losing were the ones that fucking secured the bag. Second Harry Kane went over there. Are we playing well? I've been in the cinema. Who's our best player? Best player? Tough to say, mate. I put Bogle up there, man. Bogle's had a fucking quality game. For the 2 assists and the 1 goal, cannot look past Solomon. But for me, it was either Dan James or Bogle. But Solomon, last 20 minutes or so, has really stepped up. So, I'd have to say Solomon's definitely in the conversation. Jack Martin, welcome back, my man. Welcome back, my brother. 50 win at 66 is... What? 50 win at 66s, 5-0. 50 win at 100s, 6-0. Do I need to draw your picture, boy? Yeah, but you're just describing it very, very poorly, mate. Well, I presume you mean if you put £50 in, you win £66 at 5-0. If you put £50 in now, you win 100 at 6-0. Pretty shit odds, though, to be fair. Pretty shit odds, but you cannot blame them for putting those odds on. I presume that's what you mean. Are those live bets? Yeah, definitely live bets. Otherwise, you'd be getting a lot more odds than that. Be getting ridiculous odds. To be fair, putting a 4-0 on today would have been good odds, mate. Would have been good odds. Are you going to watch the fight tonight? I am. I'm streaming it over on DR Sports. I'm actually hosting that stream. So get yourselves down there, man. Get yourselves down there, lads. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys down there. But I'm going to be hosting that stream over on DR Sports later. So if you are going to watch it, then tune along. And be there with your boy. Be there with your boy. Prediction for the fight, U6 stoppage round 7. If I had to give a prediction. Do you not rate Fury? I do rate Fury, but just not higher than Usyk right now. And especially after the first fight, he got absolutely battered in the first fight. So it's hard to see too much of a way that it goes a different way with the way he got comfortably dealt with in the first fight. But I do rate him as a boxer, just not as highly as he's been rated, because I don't think he's beaten anyone of note particularly since the Klitschko fight. But he is an elite fighter, of course he is. And especially after what I saw in the Ngannou fight. There's no excuse for that. I don't care what you say about how much he trained. There is no excuse for that. That is embarrassing. I meant to Google Leeds' biggest titles. I spelt titles wrong, and I need to clear my search history. Oh, man. Come on, Leeds, mate. Let's put the foot back on the gas. We've taken our foot off the gas past couple minutes. Come on. Foot back on the gas, boys. Ah. Getting this shit out of my hair is so annoying. Come on, Leeds. Lovely run forward here. Beautiful run forward. Lovely stuff. And we've lost the ball instantaneously. Nonto now flicks the ball forward. Can he do anything with it? No, he can't. He's lost the ball too easily there. Way too easily. Schmitty. Schmidt plays it forward. Big fan of Schmidt. I think he should get a little bit more game time. I do rate him highly. He's got a lot of quality. Has Schmitty boy. Who scored the 4th goal? Manor Solomon. Should have been 5 with the chance Ramazani had, to be fair. Could have and should have. And it could be 5 here! Beautiful cross in. Oh, what a chance. And what a save. Gordon Banks. Gordon Banks, what a save, mate. What a save. Oh, what an opportunity. Lovely ball into the box there. DJ at the disco. And is that Ramazani? Yes. He could have had 2. Could have had 2 today, Ramazani. Instead, he's going to be walking away with 0. Ugh. Could we make it 5 now, though? Oh, just get the ball into the box, mate. Just get the ball into the box. Melier Scorpion kick top bins into his own goal. Into his own 6-yard box, 90 plus 3 minutes. We've got enough of a lead, I don't mind. I mean, I'd love a clean sheet, of course, but I wouldn't complain too much. Dirty Leeds, best team. Do you think we're winning the league? I hope so, mate. I really hope so. We'll have to see if we can get a good win streak going during this Christmas period. I'm really disappointed in the points we dropped the other day. Should not have been dropping those points. So if we can actually not drop points now and start to build an actual win streak for once, then I can actually say with confidence that I think we will. But I just need to see a little bit more right now than what I'm seeing. Just a little bit more than what I've been seeing. Go on. Let's make it 5. Let's really fluff up for that goal difference. Ah, Bogle's ripped a fucking long shot. And it's whistled wide. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Not too long now to get that 5th goal. The desired 5th goal we really should have had Ramadzani had a couple of great chances to do that, mate. A couple of really great chances to do that. One with his head, one with his right foot. You'd have banked on him getting one of those. Maybe it's just a little bit of ring rust in there. A little bit of pitch rust. Ah. Getting the Cucurella trim going. Indeed, mate. Indeed. What can I say? Had to be done. 6k likes. Thank you for the 6k likes, my man. Appreciate it, my brother. Why hasn't Perot scored? It's beyond me. Because he wasn't coming off the bench, mate. That's why. You need Pirot off the bench if you want him to score, mate. You need him off the bench. Uh-oh. Why can I hear dogs? Why can I hear dogs? Why can I hear dogs barking? Shit. There's dogs in my garden. Uh, 6k likes, bullshit. There's only 25 likes on YouTube, although you don't run ads. Yeah, I should run ads really in it, but you know what? I don't want to disturb the flow of things, so I don't really run ads on the stream. I could. There's a little button here that says just run ads, but realistically, it's not gonna make any fucking difference, mate. Let's be real here. The ad revenue you get from that is pretty fucking subdued. If we're gonna call a spade a spade. If you got loads of viewers, then it makes sense, like to drop an ad in there. But the reward to detrimental ratio is just not worth it right now. Oh, go on, DJ! Big shot, unfortunately, to no avail. YouTube pays pennies on the pennies for live ad views. And is that full time? Yes, it is. 94th minute. Leeds United 4, Oxford 0. 27 likes. Well, I was talking about 6k on a different platform, bro. On a different platform. On the old TikTok live streaming the same thing on both platforms. But as you can see there, that is Leeds United 4-0. It was a high scoring one. Oxford were atrocious. They offered absolutely nothing going the other end. But Leeds United were able to get the job done, which is all you can ask for, mate. I will be there later on in a very short moment, Andy, as well. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching along. Pleasure as always. Finally, we get to watch a little bit of a high-scoring Leeds United game together. Boy, has that been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for the 27 whole goddamn likes. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you like them from. But those 27 Steel Swords Demons are absolute living legends. Shout out to all of you legends out there. Shout out to everyone that popped along on the TikTok and the YouTube. You guys are absolute beasts, man. Yeah, I did, man. It takes a long time. I'm gonna have to spend another 10 minutes brushing it as well. There's a lot of knots I need to get out of it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for popping along. It's been an absolute pleasure. I will see you very, very soon, man. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.